Hi folks, Cowboy here. Hope you notice I got a different hat on. My wife calls this I don't know if you can see it, but my butthole hat. Sorry about that. So tonight we're just going to have a simple meal. We're going to cook some steaks. We're going to cook them on the stove top and in the oven. We're going to have a second twice baked potato and a chopped salad. So I'll show you what that looks like and get it started. So we're going to be using iron skillets for each. Now I've already had these baked potatoes going, so I'm going to get those cut in half and get them put together with all of the ingredients. Here's going to be our steak. We're having a little tenderloin, and we'll be cooking that in the iron skillet, of course. Now, in our twice baked potato, we're going to be having some sour cream, some butter, shredded cheese, some bacon bits, which of course I made. Now, I don't have any chives, so we're going to use some finely diced up green onions. And then we'll have a chopped salad with that. So we've got that potato cut in half. It's nice and crusty. Got to have tough hands to do this. It helps to have those potatoes nice and crusty. You can see how hot those are. Okay. Go ahead and get that butter put in. We're going to put about a teaspoon. You know, that's that healthy butter, of course. I mean about a tablespoon. I'm going to put our sour cream in. About 2 teaspoons. I'm going to get that mixed up. Get that butter to melting. Look at that. Okay, we'll continue to mix that and be right back. All right, let's add that cheese. All right, let's add a little bacon. Maybe a lot of bacon. And the onions. That smells delicious. All right, let's go ahead and load that back up. Let's do the second half. Now we'll put these back in under the broiler and sort of toast that a little bit. Alrighty. There's number first half. There's the second half. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the other potato. So you can see I've got those 2 potatoes cut in half and loaded and ready to be twice baked. We'll be putting them in very shortly. So I have got the oven heating to 500 degrees. We're already up to 436. The steaks have been out for about an hour. I seasoned them with olive oil, salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic on both sides. So they are completely warmed up, ready to go. And of course, as I told you, not quite ready to put the potatoes in yet. To finish them off, here they are. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook these steaks. Now, I put an iron skillet in the oven. Once this reaches 500 degrees, I'm going to leave that iron skillet in there for 5 minutes. Then I'm going to pull that skillet out. I'm going to put it on this large eye, which is going to be turned on high. I'm going to put the steaks in. I'm going to put them on each side for 1 minute, flip them for another minute. Then I'm going to put them back in the oven, depending on their thickness, for 3 to 4 minutes. Pull them out of the oven, flip them, put them back in the oven for another 3 minutes, maybe 4. So total could be 10 minutes to cook the steaks. That gives you a nice medium steak. Maybe medium rare, depending on how you like it. So we got a few minutes for this oven to do its thing. We'll be back and show you the rest. Okay, we've reached that 500 degrees, and now I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes. You know, I like to use a timer. I'm going to let that other iron skillet stay in there. Once that comes out, we'll have the eye ready. Then we'll start cooking those steaks. I'm sure that you can see I've got that big eye warming up. We got about 2 minutes left, and the good stuff begins. So here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's been 5 minutes. You hear the timer. I'm going to use some double pot holders. I'm going to put it on there. Take the steaks. I'm sure you hear that sizzle. All right, going to give them 1 minute. Oh, they smell delicious. That pan is really hot. I'm using my watch to time this. All right, there's my minute. You can see that good sear. We'll give it 1 minute. Listen to that. All right, I'm going to make that transfer, and we'll be going for 3 minutes. We can turn that eye off now. We'll be back shortly. Okay, that 3 minutes is up. We're going to give them a flip. Look at that sear. Touch them a little bit. Oh yeah. Another 3 minutes. Check my watch. Got it. Okay. I decided after touching those that I'm only going to let that go for 2 minutes. Because I want it to be just perfect. See, look at that side. Touch it. Oh yeah. Right where I want it. So I wanted you to see that other side. I flipped it back over. But you can see there's the nice seared side. So we're going to let that rest for how long? You got it. 10 minutes. And yes, we're going to set a timer. Now we're going to turn the oven off and we're going to put it on high broil. So it's already hot. So we're going to go ahead and put these potatoes back in. Now, one thing you got to remember when you do this indoors, it gets a little smoky. Hence, we have to turn the fan on. Now listen, don't tell anyone I have a secret ingredient for the steaks. So I'm going to take a little bit of healthy butter and put it right on top. Now don't tell anyone. Now remember, this is healthy butter. Okay, we got about 50 seconds left. So we're gonna go ahead and take our twice baked potatoes out. Now, if I was at Wilderness right now, I would probably take those taters and I would throw them down at griddle and I'd get that whole top crusted over. So I'll get this plated up, show you what it looks like. So, we got that steak done and the potato. So I'm going to step aside here, give it one little cut, and I'll show you what it looks like. Oh yeah, look at that. Yes. Melts in your mouth. That's right. I'm hungry. Let's eat. I'll see ya on down the trail.